Episode 42.
Okay.
Still have technical difficulties. It's okay, though. We're trying new equipment. So
We try.
Hey, before we start, I just want to point something out, and I think it's kind of interesting. The way Joe looks right now.
it's grow season, bro.
Hey,
Yeah.
I said to him, I ran into him at the gas station getting beer, and I was like, look like you just got done chopping wood.
Yeah, it looks like Cornelius Jack, or what's this guy's name? Yukon Cornelius.
I was just off the grid for six weeks. I just got back.
This is the Beers and BS podcast, sponsored by one of the locals, Under the Sun Inserts, Brewport Coffee House, and Brewport Cafe. And now here's your hosts, Adrian, Joe, and Mike.
I don't know this.
Clap your hands, Tribe Called Quest. Yeah.
It's funny. I don't know this, and I love those guys. Now it sounds familiar. What's up, everyone? Welcome to Beers and BS, the podcast. We are your hosts. I'm Adrian. We got Mike D sitting across from me. To my right, we got Joey.
Yo.
Joe.
Down in Tennessee.
Hopping.
We got our producer, Gabe. What's up, Gabe?
Hey guys, what's going on? Just having a quick sip here so I can
Yeah,
calm myself down after that.
it's been a while. We've had technical difficulties trying to get this episode going.
We just rebuilt a laptop on the fly.
I like to call them testicle difficulties because it broke my balls, you know.
Mike got real quiet, okay? Real quiet. Making everybody a little nervous in here.
Apparently that's dangerous when that happens. I didn't see the warning signs.
It's like, Mike, did you repower the Bluetooth? He's just not answering. You know what I'm saying? Nothing. What's up, guys? It's episode 42. As always, we start every show. We tell the audience what we're drinking. And Joey,
yes, sir.
what are you drinking tonight?
I got a Budweiser, my friends. Limited edition can, but I mean, this can's been, I've seen this can for 2 years.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything limited about it, but
Well, they're probably going to keep it to the election, right?
yeah, maybe. It's a tall one, and it's fucking cold. And let's fucking go. Episode 42. Cheers.
Michael, what do you got, bub?
I went with tastes great, less filling.
Nice.
Yeah.
Can't go wrong.
No.
Right? That bottle, that label has been the same, right?
It's just like the 80s.
I mean,
right?
forever, as long as I can remember.
Hey Mike, can you turn that microphone towards you a little bit? Pointing at you. There you go.
There you go. I have Joey and I ran into each other at the gas station getting beers, and I grabbed a Stella Artois, 25 ounce. This is a favorite of Mike D.
Yeah, like stuff.
When we go out, he usually orders these.
They flow down nicely.
So when we were getting beer, I told Joey he can't get a Stella because I got Stella. Anyway, Gabe, what about you, Ben? You still drinking?
Yeah. I am actually finishing off a bottle from this weekend. Some Buffalo Trace.
Nice. That's empty.
Some Kentucky bourbon.
Yes, very nice.
You know, I've been looking for Traveler's whiskey up here. We talked about it briefly last week. I've been to 3 liquor stores. I can't find it.
Do you guys, are you able to get delivered?
I've never
Deliveries?
tried, honestly.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't know. That's a good question.
Like
I'll have to
mail order?
send
you
you
mean?
some. Yeah, like UPS or whatever.
I know during COVID you were allowed to, get the wines and shit like that.
Yeah, I never ordered liquor online.
Hey,
honestly.
believe it or not, have you tried like MacArthur Airport?
No,
The liquor store?
I'm
The
saying
duty free?
because the duty free and stuff.
no, that's a fucking good call, dude.
Yeah,
No,
because they might have stuff that I'm saying that you don't typically find.
I'll have to check that out.
All right,
Good idea.
dude, I'm full of them.
You really are resourceful, bro. Seriously.
Yeah.
You always have like I don't want to call it a loophole, but you always have like a plan B and C in play. You know what I mean? Like,
Dude, you got to think on your feet.
I know you do.
You know what I mean? And it's like sometimes, when it comes, maybe not when it comes to technology, but there's no problems. There's only solutions. All right.
Yeah.
Not when it comes to technology, though, as we just spent an hour trying to fucking figure it out. All right, guys, let's get into listen. Real quick, I don't know if you guys had any other feedback. Somebody had told me, and it's not my wife, that we're very sports heavy lately. And I don't know if did you guys hear that?
No, but we do.
I mean, it's a
we get
good time of the
excited
year
about
for
football.
sports.
That's
Yeah.
it,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, that we're sports heavy lately, and I mean, like you said, it's that time of year. I mean, we got football going on, baseball playoffs. Basketball is about to start.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Hey, listen, this show's not all about your wife, okay?
what I just say? I just said it wasn't my wife.
Yeah. So
All right.
I want her to know that it's not just you, so that way you're not in the doghouse.
No, it's funny. Gabe didn't. He wouldn't say anything when I saw his face to face in Tennessee, right? He wouldn't bring my wife up.
Oh, I did actually.
Yeah, I know you did. Anyway, all right. So we're starting with that being said, we're starting off with NFL Week 4. Okay, NFL Week 4. NFL Week 4 is coming on, and we were all hyped up.
Yeah.
Last week.
Listen, as disappointing, we didn't get the win, but I think we played good. Listen, we scored on 5 drives. When did the Giants ever score?
5 field goals.
It
There are
doesn't matter,
field
man.
goals. Let's take it
When
easy.
did we
there.
ever score on 5 drives? Period.
That's true.
No, you're right.
You know, it's
You're right.
3 and out.
I don't think they punted till the third quarter.
No, and we were in control of the game. Honestly, I mean, Dallas won, and not to take it from them, but we shot ourselves in the foot.
Barely.
Yeah, we shot ourselves in the foot. And
I feel like we should have 2 more W's on the fucking.
absolutely.
on
Yeah,
the-
let me ask you this: is Dallas back? Because last week
No
the Giants
way.
were back.
No,
This
Giants are
week,
still back. We're still relevant.
this week
You know
the
what I mean?
Cowboys won. So does that mean they're back?
they're not back.
what's the NFC East look like right now? What is the
Washington's 3-1.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah,
leading.
Washington.
They fucking put a beating on them yesterday.
Jalen Daniels. The kid is pretty
They
good.
put up 45 yesterday.
Who's quarterback in the fantasy league is James Daniels?
Yours?
Mine.
Nice.
What are you going to do when he gets broken?
I know. He's
Hey, Joe, can you
he's
turn
running
Mike's
all over the
microphone
place.
up a little bit, please?
What's that?
Turn it
Can you
up.
turn Mike's microphone up a little bit?
Sure.
Yeah. So look, that was disappointing. They got 10 days to figure it out. But is that game? Are they going to Seattle? They play Seattle.
They're going to Seattle.
They're going to Seattle, and that's always a tough game, man.
Yeah, no,
That's
Seattle lost one last night, but
Yeah.
they were battling.
Yeah, they always
That
came
was a
back.
high scoring game.
You know, dude, I was thinking about that. Geno Smith. I mean, he's been in the league now, what, 12 years? I feel
Yeah.
somewhere around there. It's like his 13th season.
Last 3 years, he's been money.
Good for this guy, right? To figure, come out of nowhere.
He also has fucking, what's his name? Metcalf as a fucking target.
Yeah.
I mean, that helps a lot of things.
He's a beast.
Lockett.
Yeah.
So you guys got any overreactions after week 4?
No,
Yeah.
wish you could get that one back, but
please state how much the Giants are back again, please. Because
bro, we played good.
Listen,
We broke their defense. Micah Parsons broken.
yeah,
Lawrence broken. Diggs broken.
first
broken,
game he's going to miss.
Broken.
It's going to be Micah Parsons' first game that he's possibly going to miss.
That's right. Why? Because we broke him.
He got fucked up. That was good to see.
it was that
I don't-
field.
Huh?
It's the field.
Listen, the Giants may not be back per se, but they're still in it. Being that they're 1-3, okay, and Dallas and Philly are 2-2.
It's a different feel when
They're
you're
still
watching
alive.
the game. You know,
That's
an
it's not the
overreaction.
same old Giants.
I
You
don't
know,
know. I don't know.
same old result,
We
different feel.
we lost at a field goal
Yeah.
at the end of the game, right? That kind of squashed it all because we had a.
No, he missed the field goal.
Dallas.
Right, that's
yeah, he
right,
missed the
Yo,
field goal.
which is controversial.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Because it was 5.5 point spread.
I know.
And
Oh, it was 5.5?
yeah,
And they won by 5.
Yeah.
Oh, my
yeah,
God.
yeah.
Wow. So
And that kid don't miss. You know, he hit a 66 or
60
68
Yeah.
early in the day.
so you think the Bucs lost?
Yo, all the money was on Dallas laying 5.5, and they didn't cover.
Wow.
Yeah.
Damn it, I should have got in on
You know, it's all in the kickers. The kickers control everything.
that. And this guy, he never misses, right?
Never.
Never
He's
misses.
a beast.
Well, I don't feel good going to Seattle. I'll tell you that.
No, I'm with you.
Seattle's playing good right now.
Yeah.
But hey, we'll see what we made out of.
That's a 4:30 game, I think.
Yeah, 425.
All right. So we don't want to get stuck on sports, on football, but we got to talk about baseball, right?
Yeah.
And
well,
the playoffs.
Well, I
They have
got a
starters
question for you
this
guys
week.
before we move on from
What's that?
football. Today they said that one of my favorite Raiders players is up on the trade block.
Yeah, Devontae Adams.
Yeah.
The Chiefs, I heard.
I heard the
No,
Jets.
Raiders
the
will
Jets.
not trade interdivision.
yeah, not
They will not.
What do you think? They have Giants?
He wants to be reunited with Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, I was about to say he wants to go to New York to the Jets.
Oh, that'd be sick for the Jets.
Yeah,
By
I
the
could
way,
use him.
that was a fucking brutal loss for them.
Yeah, that seemed like the same old Jets.
Yeah, that was.
That was a boring as fuck game.
Fuck
too.
yeah.
I mean, do you think the weather affected it that much?
But Aaron Rodgers
No,
got his ass
no.
beat, bro.
No,
Yeah.
that shit just sucked.
Yeah, it's terrible.
He got fucking beat up.
10-9.
Oh, he was limping.
Yep.
Yeah, he was dragging ass at the end of the
So
game.
one of the two teams that they're talking about, one of the other teams they're talking about, I shouldn't say one of the two, is Washington.
Yeah, they're a beast.
So
Yeah.
if he goes to Washington,
Oh boy, I don't even want to hear it.
Yeah, that's not good for the Giants.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that. I hope he goes to the Jets. And fuck
I
Kansas
think
City.
the odds right now at 1-3 of the Giants going to the Super Bowl are very, very slim.
Listen, I just want to make the playoffs and then anything can happen.
Yeah, Gabe, no one's talking Super Bowl. That's next year.
Bro, you
Oh,
gotta
but
set
they
your
were
sights
back
on something.
just last week. They were back.
That's
Huh?
right. You gotta set your sights on something, bro.
Yeah, that's what.
It's
No,
Super Bowl or bust.
no, I mean,
We're not here to fuck around.
no, next year's Super Bowl. This year they got to make the playoffs.
Okay, knowing that they're not going to go to the Super Bowl and win the Super Bowl, wouldn't you rather have them not go to the wild card or anything else, so that way your draft pick is better and you can still rebuild?
Ask me that question in about 5 weeks.
Yeah. And I'm just going to say this. They can't fucking, as good as he is, they can't overuse Malik Neighbors, man, because he's not going to be there for the duration of the season if they keep giving him the ball that much.
He's breaking records now. More catches than
I know.
anybody.
Yeah, he
in
had a
3
concussion
games.
at the end of the game. They said, right?
Well, he's in protocol. I don't know if it was quite a concussion.
Yeah. It didn't look like a concussive inducing play, if that
No.
makes sense.
No, that's actually very well said. Very well said.
Thanks.
Well, they took
Yeah,
Parsons
I'm
out of the game because of they thought he had a concussion too, but he wasn't even hit in the head.
No.
Who's that?
So
Mike has a theory.
I think that what you saw at Malik Neighbors at the end of the game was embarrassment. I don't think it was a concussion. You know, he dropped the 4th down pass. Game was over.
Game changing
And,
reception
you
that
know,
would have been.
He took it personally. I think he just laid there, and that's what we saw.
is that in his character though? You think?
Heartbroken. He thought they had a chance.
Mike's. This is stemming from personal experience for Mike.
Yeah,
This theory.
yeah. I was there.
Mike has another theory about the footballs because I got a text from him saying, "Look at the ball! Look at the ball! Look how dark it is."
Yeah, it's true, right? Did you see it? Especially like the Jets game?
I
and
still
shit?
haven't noticed it,
You
man.
haven't noticed
Oh
it?
my God, it's like black.
Ever since
Well, the
he said, I
Jets game
can't
was
stop looking
raining.
at it.
It was raining during the Jets game, so that's wet. It's going to be darker.
Oh, but the Ravens game, that shit was black. Every game,
Every game, it's like a little bit of a different color? Or
yes, different.
dark, but not as dark.
Right. I have seen variation
So
in
do you have a
color.
conspiracy theory on this?
No, but I can't believe they're allowed to doctor up these balls like that. In baseball,
But
you put anything on the ball.
It's significantly different.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? From seasons past.
Yeah.
it looks weird.
Yeah, whatever. Who cares?
I think Joe Burrow, like Cincinnati, that shit was like black, bro.
Yeah. I got
Well,
to be
every
honest.
sport they doctor the ball in every sport, even basketball.
I haven't watched much. My God. I haven't watched much NFL other than the Giant games as of now. So I have to keep my eye out for the bowl.
Yeah, but no, it's around. It's very weird.
All right. So you brought up MLB playoffs, right? They started. Season ended on this past Sunday. And then right away, Joey brought up asking if you're asking if the format has changed as far as
Wild card?
Major League Baseball, like the playoffs, because
Yeah.
it was weird because like the Mets, they played 2 games yesterday.
Yeah,
right? They
doubleheader
played
against Atlanta.
So why a doubleheader? They had to make up a game?
Yes,
Yeah, that hurricane.
Oh, that's right.
early in the
Oh,
week.
shit,
Yeah, Thursday
you're
and
right.
Friday or whatever
All right.
it was.
So
Yeah.
that's what that was.
Yeah.
I really didn't pay attention. I didn't watch any baseball yesterday. I was kind of just heard
So
on
there
the
was a
radio.
lot of people saying they should have moved it to a neutral site because those 2 games are huge. And to play a doubleheader when both games are super important.
They need to win and in, right?
Well, they split.
They
Yeah,
split.
but Mets needed one win
One
to get
win.
in.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they got that in the first game.
I saw.
And did they both celebrate at the same time that they were both in the playoffs? They're both celebrating on the field.
Yeah, champagne in both locker rooms.
Ah, that's cool. That's
That's got to be one of the first times that's happened, right?
probably.
Yeah.
Too bad the Mets couldn't dig deep and take the second game and eliminate Atlanta from the playoffs.
Yeah, that would have been nice.
Yeah.
Listen,
Get rid of the enemy.
I'm always happy when the Mets and Yankees are in the playoffs together because there's always potential for a Subway Series.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there's wild card games today, I think, right?
Yes.
So it's when
Baltimore was playing Kansas City.
Mets were Brewers.
Yes.
Mets Brewers.
they were winning, I think.
Were they? I don't know the results of any of them.
So it's one game.
One game.
Well, yeah, because
Okay.
for the wild card, and then the Yankees right now are awaiting the winner of Yankees and Cleveland are awaiting the winners of Baltimore, Kansas City, and who are the other two?
So it's not all. They're not in one game against the Brewers. They won 8-4 today, and it's game one of the series. It says leading 1-0.
Yeah, that's thank you. That's why I'm confused because it said game one,
right.
and I
it's
thought the
series.
wild card.
Oh, see, now I'm confused now as well.
I thought the wild card was one game.
Gabe, you got some clarity here?
Yeah. So if you look at your screen, I have the schedule up right now.
I can't see that.
So Atlanta, San Diego for the wild card, Detroit and Houston for the wild card,
Houston,
Kansas City,
that's what I was
Baltimore, and New York and Milwaukee.
Yeah, but it says like Mets lead the series 1-0. What is it? A best of what?
3.
Where'd you see that at?
It would
ESPN.
That last slide you just had up.
it would have to be because Yankees are waiting. They play on Saturday.
Well,
Go back
it looks
to
like
that
they played today.
That schedule you just had up, Gabe had it.
The Mets won 8-4 today.
So then they go to the the NLDS.
No, look, they have another game with that, right?
Maybe it's not a one game series anymore.
See, that's where I'm
2 out of
like, what
3.
the fuck is going on? Because it used to be one game.
Yeah, you're right.
Well, now we know. They changed it.
Anyway, like I said, exciting time. Hopefully, how awesome would it be to get another Subway Series, right?
Oh, it'd be great. Be really
Bring
great.
a lot of hype to the city, boy.
Yeah.
How great would it be for the Dodgers to go out in the first round?
Oh, that would be awesome.
That would be awesome.
I would love that.
Again.
I would love that.
Whatchamacallit had the biggest hit of his life.
Lindor?
Francisco Lindor, yeah, man.
Good for him. He was out for a while there.
He crushed it dead center, right?
I think it was right field.
Right field?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
So
smoked it though. I mean, fucking thing got out in a hurry.
we'll be talking about that. More to come.
And New York Liberty, the girls. I think they're doing very well.
Yeah.
Are they in the finals right now?
I think
Up 1-0.
I think they're up 1-0. It's this decides who goes to the championship. They're playing
Okay, so it's
Las Vegas Aces.
Wait, so before we move on, they changed the format. They had to.
Yeah, that's what it seems like.
I think
And
so.
I don't know enough. I haven't really looked into it to comment.
Okay.
I haven't been in baseball this year just because my team sucks again. So I haven't really paid too much attention.
We forgive you.
Real fans pay attention even when their team sucks.
Yeah, you should record the games, game. You don't miss anything.
Yeah, really. Before we move on from baseball, I want to ask you: Do you recognize this song?
Yeah. Hill Street Blues? No.
No, This Week in Baseball.
Oh shit.
No, I don't recognize that.
Twib.
Twib. This Week in Baseball was my absolute favorite
Mel
TV
Allen?
show on Saturdays.
Who was the narrator?
Mel Allen.
Mel Allen, yeah.
See
I
you
remember.
next
I used to
week
love that
for
shit. too.
This Week in Baseball.
Yep.
We had some big news yesterday.
Yeah, I was just about to bring that up.
Mhm.
Right,
Baseball.
a few people, but sticking
But
with baseball.
yeah.
Yeah.
The late, great Pete Rose. I mean, he has more hits accumulated than any other player in the Major League history.
By far.
Yeah, 4,000 and change, right?
Yeah.
Which is insane if you think about it. But
Yeah, man. Rest in peace, Pete Rose.
83. I did not realize he was that old.
yeah, we're getting old.
I know, but no, because think about this. Well, you're right.
Do you remember him playing?
Yeah, absolutely. That's what I'm saying. But I feel like
being a player manager.
but in the
Yeah.
mid 80s, he was still playing, and I'm like, holy shit! This guy, was
he was
44 years old.
Yeah, he was old. Yeah,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? His last season, I just didn't realize he was that old
playing.
at the time. You know what I mean? When we're 10 years old watching this guy,
Yeah.
I didn't think he was that old. Very very surprised. Obviously, tarnished by the scandal.
Definition of hustle. That guy.
Absolutely.
Charlie Hustle.
You see those highlights, right? Those belly flop fucking slides into second
He
base.
was a beast. Yeah.
No helmet on a lot of those photos.
Incredible player, man. And what I was surprised is that he went to, I think was it 17 All-Star games or something like that?
Yeah.
But then I think he played in 7 different positions. He went to the All-Star game.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I didn't realize that.
I didn't realize that either. That's impressive.
What was he known for? Second base?
I don't know now.
He started out, I believe he started out at third base.
Third?
Third or short. I know it was on that side. And then he moved to first base towards the later part of his career.
I remember him as a first baseman.
See what I'm saying? So it's like he's been all over the place. And I mean, like I remember him in the outfield. You know what I'm saying? So his rookie season was 1963.
Ooh.
And this guy, like I said, he's playing with the Cincinnati Reds in 1985. It's just that's incredible.
Nice.
That's incredible. I mean,
20 years
And he was a
later.
switch hitter.
yeah, he crouched down, right? Saw how low he was, like his stance and stuff.
No batting gloves.
Yeah.
Really choked up on the bat.
No, he wore batting gloves.
Did he?
Yeah.
You sure?
Positive.
All right.
I'm looking at a picture right now with him in batting gloves.
Oh.
And that was from 1972.
Yeah, I mean,
Hey, I sent you a couple of videos. Did you get those in email?
Yep. Which one do you want first?
Let's do the not last one.
the
last
not
interview.
last one.
Yeah.
Mike, you look like a kid with your facial hair short.
It's all gray. It's still gray. It's white. I feel like an old man.
Always believe in baseball, and I believe somewhere in the future
Oh, that's the last one.
God will give me a second chance. That's all I can go on.
Not listening.
I hope it happens while I'm alive. I hope it happens while all my family's alive, because that's really what the Hall of Fame is about: fans and family.
No, that's not happening.
The other one's better. But that was his last interview ever.
Excuse me. You think he ever gets in? Ever?
Yeah, I think now ceremonial.
Now that he's passed?
Yeah.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
I said that I don't think they would have done it while he's alive. But now that he's passed, I think he might get in.
And I thought for a moment, I says, I don't know, 190, 195. He said, wow, pitching's really that good? I said, no, you dumbass. I'm 82 years old.
He didn't play from the beginning, but
Yeah.
He was a funny guy.
What's that?
He was a really funny guy. Good sense of humor.
yeah. Spoke from the heart, you know. He in his later days, he admitted, everything he did wrong and tried to promote the game of baseball. So
I would love to know how much he won and how much he lost
gambling.
when he was gambling.
Yeah, me too.
He was a bad gambler, though. Like throughout his life. I remember seeing him at Foxwoods,
You seen him?
Yeah, gambling. Yeah.
Talk to him?
No.
No.
He was in the high rolls, playing it out.
I mean, what was the top contract in his day? It wasn't a lot, huh?
No,
He had
30
it.
grand.
He had the top contract in his day.
Did he?
He's the one that initiated all the contracts going forward to be substantial.
They owe him a lot. They ought to put him in the Hall of Fame.
I think so. I think
Look
so.
at this.
Never too late.
His winning percentage as a manager was .525. Overall record 412 to 373.
There you go.
Another stat that was interesting is that he played in more winning games than Joe DiMaggio played in games.
Period.
Period.
Wow.
Wow, that's fucking
Right? Yeah, you say that.
No, dude was a fucking
That's
legend, man.
pretty incredible.
Yeah. How long was his career?
I mean, I think 23 years, maybe around, maybe more. I don't know.
It's insane.
Yeah. Crazy. Also,
He went as a player 1963 to
85?
86
86.
23 years?
and 5 years as a manager.
I guess but that's considered 24 seasons.
Yeah.
Yeah. Incredible. Also lost another guy in the NBA, Dikembe Mutombo.
No.
Yeah. Right. To hear that guy talk, right? Exactly. Right. He, I was,
You timed it perfectly both times.
He was a Nick for a hot minute.
He was kind of young, right? How old was he?
58.
Yeah, that's kind of
58,
young,
brain cancer. Poor guy.
Scary. Yeah.
Obviously, we didn't know him, but everything you read about him and
Nice guy.
and they say, no, I'm saying like nice guy. His philanthropy. Oh man, easy for me to say. He was like off the charts. He did so much. You know, he's from Africa. I think. Gabe, you know where he's from? Was it Congo or something like that? Maybe, or I'm not sure.
The Republic of Congo.
Oh, he was okay. So what he did, how much he would give back, and what he would do in charity and stuff was supposedly like amazing. The man was just a really amazing human being, and played in a tough era. He played with Shaq, he played with Hakeem, played with Patrick.
Yeah, Barkley,
some real big men.
Yeah. So he was ironically from Georgetown, like Patrick Ewing. But he played. He was dominant for sure. So rest in peace to Dikembe.
R.I.P.
Yeah. Speaking of the NBA,
You know who else just died?
the guy from American Pickers,
Yeah, Fred.
he did.
did he?
Yeah. Fuck a lot of people, but also John Amos died from Good Times.
Oh no shit! I would have guessed he was dead 10 years ago.
James.
Listen, McDowell's fries are okay. They're not as good as McDonald's.
Somebody else we're missing out. We're leaving out.
Who else, Gabe?
Michael McDonald.
No.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Did he die?
Yeah.
The legend.
Really?
Yes. Unless I dreamt that. No, I think that's real. Yeah.
From the Doobie Brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did just recently.
Like
Oh, I
this
didn't know
week.
that. Really?
Yeah.
Fucking love that guy's voice.
Either this week or last week.
I think it was this week.
Yeah.
Do you know what song he was in that he only had 2 lyrics in?
That's a fucking.
Wait, you gotta give us a hint.
It's a Michael Jackson
Give us
song.
a hint.
If anybody knows this, I think
Thriller.
it's probably Adrian.
Give us a hint.
It's from the Asia album, Steely Dan.
I don't know Steely Dan very well.
Peg.
Oh.
He was only in it for 2 lyrics.
Yeah, I think it was like 2 or 3 words.
He had a great voice,
Yeah,
man.
I like his voice.
Yeah.
I think
Super recognizable.
did he go like homeless at one point and fucking bounce back?
Really?
Yeah, I think.
McDonald?
Yeah, I think he was like rock bottom.
You sure that's not Ronald McDonald?
No, he'll never go broke. That guy.
That fucking, you don't see that clown anywhere.
No.
Joe, were you afraid of him as a kid?
Dude.
Yeah?
I did. If that
No way.
motherfucker. Oh yeah, dude. I did not. My mom used to have birthday parties. That was a thing when you.
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
know,
McDonald's.
yeah.
Yeah.
not me. I wanted nothing to do
Wait,
with
so
that shit.
would you go if one of your buddies?
No.
You wouldn't even go.
Mom, check if the clown's there.
We had this bootleg.
Grab my Happy Meal. I'll be sitting in the car.
We had this bootleg place where I grew up called Captain Andy's, and it was a ripoff of Chuck E. Cheese.
Oh wow.
Captain Andy was a mouse or a rat, and he was part of a boat, a ship, like a pirate ship. And the characters were all like, it was kind of weird because it was almost semi burlesque.
Oh
You
god.
would have the stage show just like Chuck E. Cheese and everything. But it was
Cheeseburgers and
super
pizzas
bootleg.
from a bear with lingerie on.
Gabe, I mean, who else died? Was it one of those people that I said?
What's that?
You were like, somebody else died. And I was like, Frank from American Pickers. And,
Michael McDonald.
Michael McDonald.
oh, that's what you were going to say?
No, it was Joe that said that.
Yeah. Who was the guy you said?
You were about to say there was somebody else, I think.
Yeah.
No.
You did. You're like, hey, you know who else died? And I
I
kind
don't
of guessed it.
remember now.
No?
Oh, I said Frank, but yeah.
Okay. All right, moving on. A lot of people died recently.
Frank.
But yeah, John Amos died today. And that's that. Anyway, so our team, New York Knicks, came out of nowhere, okay, at least in my opinion, Friday night and pulled off a pretty fucking big trade. Okay.
It's not really out of nowhere. We knew they needed help in the center,
Yeah,
right?
but what I'm trying to say though is that I feel like it was like there was a little bit of chatter, at the beginning of summer about possibly Karl Anthony Towns, and then that was it. It just kind of died. You know what I mean? And then so I feel it's kind of out of nowhere because
It was definitely, I think, under the radar.
yeah, it was surprising, and they traded. The New York Knicks traded Julius Randle and fan favorite Dante DiVincenzo and a first round pick from the Detroit Pistons to Minnesota Timberwolves for Karl Anthony Towns. What you take?
I think it's great. You needed, like I said, we got rid of Hardenstein. Well, he walked, and Robinson is laid up, right? So
hey, Joey, you said January, right?
Yep.
And I don't even believe in his game 100% either. Anyway, so I think it fits in perfectly. Randall seemed to be hurt a lot lately, right? And DiVincenzo is going to be a loss. He's almost part of like a heartbeat of the team, with that heart and soul kind of feeling.
The Villanova 3, that was a nice little idea, but
That's going to hurt. But I think overall, I think we're better off.
So you like it?
I do.
Okay.
you guys don't think Dante overachieved a little bit last year?
Possibly. I mean, possibly, but I mean, he was consistent.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? It's not like he was Jeremy Lin, had 10 great days.
that's true.
You know what I mean? He had a really good second half of the season.
Fucking Linsanity was nuts.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But it was 10 days.
Yeah,
and
it
the
was.
place fucking went bananas.
That's very true. I love the move, honestly. I really do. I think Carl's going to be. He has this reputation of being soft, but I don't remember seeing that of him when I watched him play. I mean, I don't know what's said on the court and shit like that, but he looks like a tough center to me. I don't know. He can shoot the ball. He could clean the glass and get boards. You know what I mean? I think he's going to be good.
And he's originally from Jersey, right?
He was a Knicks fan. I like that about it, and I liked him as a college player too.
I'm a little torn. I mean, let's see. I want to see. I would love to revisit this question in January. It got confusing over there once they got Rudy Gobert. They're, what I'm saying? He's a true center. He was playing center, on that team up till then.
Mm-hmm.
It got a little confusing. You have Anthony Edwards. He's a rising star. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of guys that were, he wasn't the man. You know what I mean?
He's a stud.
And now he's coming over to compete. I think it's a good move in the sense that now we got somebody to compete against Joel Embiid.
Oh,
Kristaps Porzingis.
Great point.
You know what I'm saying? Giannis Antetokounmpo. You know what I mean? We got somebody now to really bang with those guys.
All right. So is the team better today than it was a week ago?
Like I said, I don't know about that. I think the team,
solid, bro.
The team is better going into this season than it were going into last season with the acquisition of Miles, Bridges and stuff. Karl Anthony Towns and Julius Randle. I think I mentioned this to you guys. I really do think he's going to thrive on that team because he's not the main piece. He was the main piece here for a while.
That's true.
And he didn't really like it, right?
No, he didn't seem to embrace it. He really did.
He started the revolution though, man. Here.
Absolutely.
Yes,
You know what I mean?
Let me tell you, he's a 20 and 10 guy.
Yeah.
That's 20 points, 10 rebounds.
Yeah.
That's what he averages, So I mean that's consistent. That's solid.
Yes.
I'm not going to say he was a bad Nick. You know what I mean?
He averages that, but he's off an injury right now, and you really don't know what we're gonna get.
Yes.
True. Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. He's going to the team where he's going to be a third option.
Yeah.
How long has Cat been in the league? Karl Anthony.
I want to say 8 years. I think
It's been that long.
70.
I think he's about the same. I think he's a year younger than Julius Randle. So he got a little bit younger.
Fuck, man, that went quick.
Yeah. So we'll see. It's exciting though. It's exciting, man, to see New York, making moves and people wanting to come to New York, even though I know it's a trade. He had probably no choice.
I don't think the deal is official yet, as of like late
Really?
last
Not yet.
night.
Not
Oh,
yet.
really?
No,
Okay.
he's in New York. I guess he has to do the physical and all that shit. But yesterday in the press, it was media day for the Knicks, and they weren't allowed to comment on him yet because it wasn't official.
Okay.
Well, that's weird.
So we'll see. So now, Gabe, you brought up some chatter about possibly. I mean, where did that come from? Steph Curry going to Lakers. What's that about?
No,
I saw that.
That was Joe.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh, that was you who said that? Okay.
Yeah. All I saw was that one tweet that I shared with you guys.
Yeah, I saw a few different rumors going around too, but
So that's not fake
I'm
news.
not totally thrilled about it, to be honest with you.
I think that would be bad for his legacy. I'm going to be honest with you.
Everything I read was there were just rumblings that that's the direction he's probably going right now. There was nothing more than that anywhere I saw it.
If anybody watched the Olympics, him and LeBron were thick as thieves, man. They were having fun out there. Yeah.
Yeah.
They were having fun out there. And you could picture that, man. Those times, like, wouldn't it be awesome? Just, 2 more years.
Yeah.
We'll go get another one.
Yeah, but isn't he still a max? I mean, he's not getting a max deal over there, is he?
Dude, he just got an extension from Golden State. Huge extension from Golden State.
Oh.
But
just
didn't who
couple
just got
months ago.
traded? Who just got traded that had an extension too, though? Westbrook.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, how long is Karl Anthony Towns under contract?
I don't know. Good question. I don't know.
I meant to look that up and I forgot. But yeah, we don't even really know how long we have him.
Yep. All right. So let's make the audience happy and move away from sports.
All right, only 37
I
minutes.
know who we're making happy with that one.
Okay. Guys, there's a vice presidential debate going on, and
Anyone else recording it?
Joey does read the show sheet.
Oh, surprise, surprise, surprise.
Anybody else recording this? Anybody else interested? I mean, I know it's not like the presidential debate, but is anybody else
No,
interested in
but
this?
I just got a text from my mom 4 minutes ago. The debate's on. Are you watching it?
Oh, so mom's locked in, huh?
Oh, yeah, my mom.
That's
I might-
crazy.
No, not interested.
I'm not taping it, but I wish I would have actually.
Come over. We'll get some popcorn. All right.
We should have had it on here.
It's not like, I guess you could say they're running against each other, but they're not the front runners,
The vice presidential debates aren't as
Right.
intriguing to me as the
No.
obviously the fucking.
You know
Not
what,
as
though?
juicy.
Yeah.
But I think some shots are going to be fired for sure.
Yeah, of
So I
course.
think it might be a little entertaining.
Well, I think
Anytime that,
in the battle of wits between these two, I think Vance is going to clobber his.
of course you think Vance is going to clobber him.
Waltz is a
Vance is a genius.
putt.
He wrote a
Waltz is
movie,
putt.
hillbilly movie.
pot.
Yeah.
I mean, dude.
No, he wrote a movie.
The guy wrote a movie. Guy's an
yeah,
author, a
yeah,
lawyer.
yeah.
You know what I mean? I wouldn't say he's a dummy. Gabe, are you recording the debate?
No, there's a thing called YouTube, and I'll just go to YouTube and
Oh,
watch
all right.
it from there.
Hold on. Since you're making fun of me, did you get the email I sent you today for the show sheet?
I did, and it didn't work.
Oh,
What did I say?
What
This
did
is
he
why I
do?
don't email it.
Gabe, what did he do? He didn't download it the right way, or
He sent it as a page instead of like in an email.
oh,
I told you that's where I work from, and that's why I don't
pages or notes?
do pages.
try your notes.
Pages.
Pages is like Apple's version of Excel.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is that Word?
Yeah, I mean Word. Sorry.
Yeah. And that's why I never emailed it to him. That's why I always print it out and snap a photo. But you got the photo though, right?
yeah.
Okay. So is it me?
It might
is
be.
you?
It might be.
It's
See,
me?
what you can also do is just copy the entire.
No, I'm going to show you what to do later.
Yeah.
When you save it as, you can choose how you want it to save. You want to save it as a PDF.
Oh my God, this is starting to hurt my fucking head, those words. All right. So that's that. Guys, something else happened today. And Mike, you were saying, we brought this up and you were saying that this is going to affect you tremendously. And that is you forgot?
No.
Okay. That was the strike, the port strike.
Are they the longshoremen, the short shoremen?
Ready? They are.
Which shoremen are we dealing with
Okay.
here?
Here I'm gonna break it down for you. I got see this. Look at all these notes there I took on this.
Wait a second. We're skipping over men wearing jewelry?
Well, yeah, we're skipping that over because this is kind of important. This is very relevant. This is going on right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Joe, and if there's something we have to save for next week, you don't broadcast it to the audience.
All
Okay.
right. Coming next week.
Yeah. So there's a port strike going on, right? It's dock workers on the East Coast. Okay. It goes from the East Coast to the Gulf Coast. Okay. 36 major ports from Maine to Texas. Okay. They're striking right now and it went to effect today and they're striking over pay raises and, automation. They've been negotiating this, new contract since June. Okay. They had a 6-year contract that has expired and, it expired on September 30th. And as far as automation, they don't want automation to replace dock workers. Okay. It's only on the East Coast because they're represented by the ILA, which is International Longshoremen Association.
Longshoremen.
This is 47,000 dock workers.
What are they looking for? What kind of increase? Do you know?
I don't know because I don't know the exact number.
70% over, I think it's 70% over 20 years or something like that.
It was something like $5 an hour or something like that going up like every year or some shit like that.
70% over 20 years? They're looking for a 20-year contract?
Something like that. Yeah.
Wow.
So now this is the
That's
first
insane.
time. This is the first time they were on strike since 1977.
Okay, so I guess they do have these big 20-year contracts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So well, the past one was a 6-year contract.
Oh, 6 years.
Yeah. It's only on the East Coast because they're represented by. Okay, I said that already. Okay, 47,000 dock workers. 14 of these ports account for half the country's container trade.
Yeah.
It's. I mean, think about this, right? I mean, I don't know anything above us, in Maine or something. Obviously, New York's huge. Newark is big. Baltimore is big. Savannah, Georgia, huge. Then you start going down by the, by the Gulf and stuff. I'm sure Florida, New Orleans,
All the way to Texas, right?
Yeah, all the way to Texas. The products that will probably affect us, the consumers, include medicine, electronics, clothing, food, imported booze and beer, cars, etc. The strike, ready for this? Could possibly cost $5 billion a day. Every day they're on strike.
And every day they're on strike, it can take up to 2 weeks for them to catch up.
Yes.
Wow.
So there'll be a backlog of containers once a deal is made because everything's backed up right now. They're not unloading anything. This is not affecting the West Coast. Like I said, it's only from East Coast down to the Gulf.
So are their ships just waiting to dock, or they just stop?
Could you imagine?
I guess they stopped sending, right? Stop sending ships.
There had to be shit on the way, though.
Yeah. So they're saying prices could increase because obviously of supply and demand. They say a 1-week strike could cause slowdowns till mid-November. Now,
Give these guys what they want.
this is why they haven't been on strike since 1977. They obviously have been getting what they want. You know what I mean?
This is obviously this administration has dropped the ball here.
Well,
Joe Biden could have done something to stop this.
Yeah. I was just going to bring that up. He has the power to stop this under the 1947 Taft-Hartley Act, but said he will not invoke that.
That's bullshit. Are you going to fucking step into a union and tell them they're not allowed to strike for their fucking wages?
Because there's something.
When Ronald Reagan did it to the airlines and shit,
I can't strike. I couldn't strike at my job.
Bullshit.
But I'm saying, but I'm just saying I couldn't. So I couldn't strike. It's called, in my case, was a Taylor law that we couldn't strike. So
Reagan did that to you, right?
So in other words, if he has the power to do this, you know what I mean?
Leave it alone. Be on the collective bargaining agreement. Let them bring it to the table and let them work it out.
But they weren't bargaining.
The government should have in no way step in.
I think the main thing here is protecting their jobs. I think their main issue is the automation.
I agree.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, we were just talking about AI at Taco Bell, right? So
Yeah.
what are we talking about? Automated forklifts and cranes and stuff, and thousands of jobs being lost to humans. It's not right. And those jobs are generational. A lot of
Absolutely.
them.
So they were saying about as far as maybe no one's recommending a panic buy. No one's recommending go out there and get fucking toilet paper and paper towels and all stuff because they said the stores have kind of seen this coming. Like retailers have seen this coming. They've been stocking up. You know what I mean? Because they knew every day you got closer to October 1st, the potential was there. But one thing they were saying was these poor people that had been devastated by Hurricane Helene. You know what I mean? Think about this. They need so much, down there. So something like this could just really,
the government has done shit for those people too. They haven't lifted a fucking finger. Joe Biden actually just said, we've said
that's DeSantis country, pal. That's DeSantis country. Let him step up, fix Florida.
There's Florida, Georgia, North Carolina. There's a lot of states.
Actually, North Carolina. Vinny showed us some shit. North Carolina got hit pretty bad.
There's a town I go to all the time, Asheville, North. They got
that's what we were talking.
It's gone, bro.
They're completely cut off from outside world right now.
It has a little village like this that is
underwater.
Gone, bro. The buildings are gone.
You saw houses floating down.
All the bridges have been collapsed, so you can't drive in or out. Right now, the only people that are getting in is by helicopter. The only helicopters that are getting in are private helicopters.
It looks like a war
sending
zone.
Donations from citizens. The government hasn't done really.
Were those
shit
people warned? Did they know that it was going to be that devastating there?
I don't think there was any. There was like really late evacuations.
So
they didn't know until it was pretty close.
I was looking on a map. I was trying to see like all that flooding because it's kind of like remote, right? I mean, is like a mountainous area?
Yeah,
It's a valley area.
Yeah. So it's that river.
29 inches in like an hour or two or something.
No, yeah,
Yeah.
Dude, yeah. There's water up to the roofs of the houses and shit, bro. Crazy.
They got 15 inches just 2 weeks prior.
Yeah,
So
and
the
I
ground
think
was already saturated.
I think there's something else cooking right now. Unfortunately,
another storm.
yeah.
Yeah, possibly.
You feel anything, Gabe?
We only got rain. We got maybe 20-mile-an-hour winds, but the direction that it took, it went more east than west. If it went more west, we probably would have gotten the brunt of 60-mile-an-hour winds and heavier rains. But we only got 3 inches of rain in my area.
Yeah, man, it's sad. People lost everything.
But
Sometimes I think. Go ahead.
The fucked up thing is the same day Joe Biden says, no, we're not sending them any more money, is the same day he sent Taiwan money.
Yeah.
Again, this administration cares more about foreign countries than its own people.
How many billions have gone to Ukraine?
How many?
What is it? Close to 200 billion?
Yeah. It's unbelievable amount of
Chump
money.
change.
This
What are we
fo-
talking about? Trillions, bro. 2 billions is nothing.
Still 4 million people without power.
Yeah.
Amazing.
So I guess Elon Musk and Trump got together and they're
That's a good
sending
match.
a bunch of Starlinks for free. They're also giving them free service. So that way they have communications. Right now, all of the phone lines and internet service is completely out. Cell phone services have been cut off.
I saw people on TikTok testing the Starlinks in that area, and there were a lot of
It wasn't working.
they weren't working.
You're supposed to use it anywhere in the planet, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, the problem is that area is dense, super dense with trees. So you have to have a clearing. And that's part of the problem.
you need power too.
Yeah, that's the other part of the problem.
It's a satellite phone, right?
It's like it's a panel that you set up. I don't know if it's a phone. I don't think it's a phone.
No, it's not a phone.
It looks like a panel like
What, Starlink?
yeah.
Yeah,
maybe
it's the
half
size of a
stable.
laptop.
There's nothing solar?
I mean, not the shit I saw. I don't know.
Now, Mike, how is this dock strike affecting your job?
Yeah, well, we get a lot of materials from overseas. Like the job we were in Brooklyn, our stone panels were coming from Czechoslovakia, and we were waiting now for them. We call it the slow boat to come over now. So, yeah,
So
it's
now,
going to affect the flow.
what happens? You just
The project will be delayed.
pause.
Yeah.
You'll go do something like a different part of the project.
Hopefully, if we have material, we'll see.
There were,
Plan B.
from what I was reading, they were saying that it, they don't see it. People don't. Well, this is some of the experts. They don't see it going more than 2 weeks, because then the government will have to step in, especially being we're so close to an election. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? That they can only stay on the sidelines for so long, like it or not. You know
I
what
saw that too. Yeah.
So I don't know. To be continued, but I mean, think about this. What these guys do affect everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Well, it's
look
like
how
Joe said,
the-
pay the guys.
Yeah.
Pay them.
Look at the collapse of the bridge and how that affected shipping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're such an intricate part of this country and the world. Like
Right?
And
The flow.
$5 an hour. I mean, come on. It doesn't sound like
It's not a lot.
I see the job protection. I think that's probably really what they're trying to protect.
The automation.
and get more wages, but they got to protect the jobs.
Yeah,
But
and we've
that's-
talked about this before.
It's
how
not the
AI
only
might be-
industry this is happening in either.
Yeah, we talked about that before, how AI is taking jobs of other people. But this is still something that is going to require mechanics. So I think what they have provisioned in this negotiation is that some of these people that it might be taking a job from get retrained in fixing some of these things that are going to be automated, like these machinery, the machinery that's going to need to be fixed, maintenance all the time, that sort of thing. So I think, again, someone is dropping the ball. I'm not going to point fingers again, but someone's dropping the ball with getting involved and saying, okay, let's get to the table, because they have not negotiated for a very long time.
Yeah. Well, hopefully this is a quick resolve.
Yeah, I agree.
No, they called their bluff and they struck.
I can't fucking believe Election Day is, 36 days away or some shit like that?
Yeah, November 5th.
Wild.
Bum, bum, bum.
Gonna be
It's gonna be interesting, man.
it's gonna be very interesting. All right, it's my wife's birthday.
Oh.
Election Day?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Hey, enough about your wife already.
Suck it. All right, you guys got anything else? Like I said, I mean, I feel with time and stuff, we still got the recap, and we still got Brew Crew email. You guys got anything else before we get into that?
No, we can save those, I guess, for a different
Yeah,
episode.
those topics aren't going anywhere. All right, Gabe's Brew Crew Fantasy Weekly Recap.
Beers BS Weekly
Update.
Now we play fantasy football, dude.
So it all comes down to this.
Fantasy football stats?
You ravaged my fantasy football team.
He came up 1 yard short.
He's a fantasy football genius, okay? You ruined my fantasy football team this week.
Let's recap.
All right, so week 4, and we still have 2 teams that are undefeated and only 1 team without a win. So let's start off with the undefeated teams. Pito's top team beats Tamisha's team 121.34 to 105.04. Pito's team, not Pito's team, still getting huge production from Alvin Kamara and is getting support from Brian John Robinson Jr. This week, contributing a total of 45.2 points. Wow. Another tough week for Tamisha, with her high-scoring player only being the kicker, Nick Folk. So that's kind of rough.
Oh, we got to talk about that idea. I don't know if you guys want to do that, but
I'll get to that. I do have that written down here. And our other undefeated team, Hip Hop Murray, beat Aaron Out My Balls 137.16 to 117.98. Nice production from Mike Evans, Amon St. Brown. I can never pronounce that fucking guy's name. And Tony Pollard, which gave Mike the high score of the week. Congratulations, Mike.
Dude, he threw a touchdown too.
Oh yeah, he did.
Yeah,
To the quarterback,
Jeff Goff. Yeah,
Goff.
Jared Goff.
Yo,
Jeff Goff, we went to school with him.
Yeah. We did.
Gabe, I offer you a trade for Mike Evans. You didn't bite.
I didn't see any trade proposals.
Well, I laid it out. I said, you can have him, make me an offer.
I sent you official proposals, but I didn't see any replies.
You sent a proposal?
Yeah, on the.
It's in the chat.
I think it was in an email.
Yeah.
I don't check email.
Right here, up here.
Oh my goodness. We'll see how this goes with the 2 undefeated teams matching up.
Yeah. You guys didn't see me.
No,
Oh, you put stuff in the chat?
I wrote in there last week. I finally figured out there's like a taunt button. When one of your guys scores, you can taunt your opponent and shit.
Oh, really?
Oh, no
I didn't
way.
know that. There's a chat here. I had no idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, you and technology don't get along.
So
Holy shit! Look at all this.
the price for Mike Evans went up a little bit. That's all I'm saying.
So we'll see how the 2 undefeated teams go into week 5. They play each other with bye weeks in week 5. So who do you guys think will come out as the number 1 team, Mike or
Hip hip
Pitos?
Murray. Hip hip Murray.
Mike seems to have a nice team.
Yo, my son's making moves on this thing.
I don't know, but Pito, he has the most points so far, so his team is putting up a lot of points.
Yep.
But I'm
All right,
coming
so
for him.
let's switch gears a little bit and go to the battle of the winless teams. A-Rod's 84 takes the L this week against my cousin Vinny, 134 to 126.88. The consensus last week was that Vinny would take the loss this week, but a healthy point output from Nico Collins and Jordan Mason and CJ Stroud propelled him to the win. A-Rod's 84 is putting up decent points each week, but he just can't get that lucky streak to get that goose egg off the board. So tough break there.
Yeah, my cousin Vinny came correct this week.
All right.
The battle of the father and son this week turned out pretty fun. It looked like
Not so much a battle.
No, Daddy told the son to go outside to the tree and pick a switch because he was getting a spanking.
You smoked him, bro.
Damn.
Philly 21 beat How I Met Calf Your Mother 133.62 to 86.84. An abysmal performance from the young guy who needed a win in a bad way. So
He needs running backs. Both of his running back combined got him 10 points.
Yeah, it's terrible. But my boy's been busy. He made a few trades.
He made a few.
He needs them.
Yeah.
All right.
So moving on, the Brew Crew matchup of the week this week was Nice TDs versus AJ Hawk Tua. The early prediction was a blowout win by Nice TDs, but the actual result was an upset by my team, AJ Hawk Tua, winning 129.62 to 121.5.
Wow.
Going into Monday night, I was down by almost 30 points, a little over 30 points. And so it was another comeback win by my team and a winning record going into the bye weeks. So at the end of week 4, the standings include 3 of the 4 Brew Crew members in the top 4. Pito's top team, Hip Hop Murray, Full Philly 21, and AJ Hawk Tua rounding it out. As I mentioned, week 5, we start the playoff. We start all players going into the bye week. So make sure you get your fantasy waiver wire set. Also, as Joe mentioned, we have another little flavor of a new rule that we want to propose to everyone. That is, the lowest score of the week has to take a video of themselves chugging a beer. And there's no age restriction here. So that means Alex has to rob the fridge and drink one of your Bud Heavies.
Or score some points.
It's not. First off, just so you know, there's not a Bud anywhere near my house. Okay. And second, it's not going to happen.
No,
he can't stand the taste of beer. I got to ask him.
Get him a wine cooler.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe I can see maybe a White Claw
or Truly. So, that's the rules, guys. From now on, the lowest team has to video themselves drinking a beer.
Chugging.
My wife's going to love this.
So record that. And of course, if Adrian has the low score, he's going to, videotape it with his VHS cassettes.
Yeah. I got a PXL 2000. You guys remember that?
Week 4 wrap up.
PXL 2000. You guys, anybody?
I remember that a little bit. Yeah. Very
good, Gabe. Very
nice job, Gabe. By the way, your running back had 3 touchdowns on Monday night. That's how you beat me.
Yep.
Was that Kenny Walker?
Oh, dude,
Going into the game, I had a 97% chance of winning.
Yeah.
I saw that. I didn't even bother watching the fucking game.
Wow.
I was like, I'm toast. I'm done. There's no way he's going to score more than 3 touchdowns.
I woke up and looked at the score and I couldn't believe my eyes. I thought I had a victory in the bag.
That's why we play the games.
I didn't even look at the score or anything because I was just already, thinking to myself, it's an L. I've lost.
Yeah.
So I woke up. I'm on the toilet looking at my phone. I'm like, oh fuck! Look at that! I won.
I'm going to be screwed this week with the bye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hit that waiver wire.
We'll see.
What do you need? Do you need a quarterback?
No, I got plenty. I got 3 quarterbacks.
Do you really?
Yeah.
So does Gabe.
So does Gabe. Yeah, I dropped one. I picked up Tyler Huntley thinking I was being slick.
Oh God.
Just in case, I was like, you never know. Miami's got a lot of weapons. You know what I mean?
I'm ready to just drop Pitts. He had another horrible week.
Same thing with freaking Mark Andrews. Drop Pitts. I'll take him. Maybe we'll trade Mark Andrews for Kyle Pitts.
Pitts is always a disappointment. I had him. He's always disappointed.
Dude, his whole career.
Yeah, that's
his
what I'm
whole
saying.
career so
always,
far. Yeah. Anyway, all right, cool. That's Gabe's Brew Crew Fantasy Weekly Recap. Guys, I gotta be honest. It's the first time ever playing fantasy. I know, shocker, but I'm having fun.
You're enjoying it, right?
I'm having fun.
It's addicting.
All right.
Like a Diddy party, so.
That's what's up.
Was that Shannon Sharp?
No, LeBron.
It was LeBron?
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. Mike.
Don't party like a Diddy party, so.
Yeah,
that's what's up.
You know, LeBron.
Mike was on that. All right, guys. We close things out with our Brew Crew email. Brew Crew email. Gabe, what's our email?
It is brewcrew@gmail.com.
No, beers and BS.
Mike, what's our email?
brewcrew@beersandbs.com.
There you go. And Joey, can you ask Gabe where you can find us?
Gabe, where can you listen to our show from?
They're listening right now. What do I have to tell them?
That's true. I wish we were live. That'd be kind of dope.
Live.
Spotify, iHeartRadio, YouTube, iTunes. Where else? What's that?
Apple, Amazon.
Yeah.
Odyssey.
We gotta figure out how we could broadcast live. I think on YouTube you could do it, right? We got to figure this out for one of these shows.
Dude, did you remember the first hour of our night?
So what?
Figure out the fucking hardware.
That's why I have no more whiskey.
All right, guys. Brew Crew email. First one's coming from new emailer Aaron from Blue Point. Blue Point not too far away from us. Aaron from Blue Point, and he asked, "What is something about yourself that annoys you?" Mike, you want to kick that off?
I mean, honestly, when I look in the mirror at all the gray hair, it really annoys me.
That bothers you?
It bothers the shit out of me. Yeah.
You can't. There's no help in that.
No, it's just like a slap in the face that I'm getting old,
I got you. I understand.
Yeah. So it annoys the fuck out of me.
My forehead gets bigger by the day, so that annoys me. I get you, though. Joey?
That forehead's up to a 5 head.
What's something about myself that annoys me? You got to piss?
No, that's...
Oh.
It's a freaking guy playing fucking soundbite.
Joey's like, I'm pretty perfect. Nothing bothers
No, you know it's funny, Joey.
I'm
Joey, this is the first time Joey heard this question all day. He just looked at it right now.
I'm easily distracted. Like if I don't know.
You find yourself getting mad at yourself about that?
Yeah, I get annoyed because I'll be focused on something and this fucking thing distracts me a lot. So I think that I gotta just more self-control with being distracted by shit going on around me.
I got you.
Phone calls, all that shit.
What annoys me? What is something that I do that annoys myself? This is why Joey sleeps like a baby and I sleep. Yes. There is several things, and that's probably what keeps me up at night, that I get annoyed by me. One of them is
pull-out game was weak.
I'm quick. That whiskey's fucking kicking in right now, right? Huh?
You're quick?
I'm quick to react. I've been working on this. I've been working on taking a breath. Reacting in a good way and reacting in a bad way. I'm quick to
You're a hothead.
no, yeah, but I'm saying, but sometimes like is it in a good way too. You could react too quickly.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. I gotta let things just kind of marinate for a second, and I am definitely self-aware and I'm mindful of it, and I'm working on it.
Okay,
you know what I mean. But that's something that I wish.
And you gotta use your self-control.
Yeah, I tend to react to things a little too quickly. Huge.
That's a soundbite right there.
Gabe, what about you, bub?
Kind of along those lines, I have no self-control when it comes to spending money.
Hence the
32 guns.
Fucking, yeah. I was thinking about the fucking race car simulator behind them.
How's the puppy shopping going?
See, that's a perfect example. We're shopping for a puppy. I bought a new gun this week. I'm shopping for another gun this week. So
you only live once, man.
Yeah. Again, I have no kids. As long as all my bills are paid and I'm saving money at the same time, I don't see a huge problem with it. But I also have in the back of my head knowing I could be saving that much more money if my spending wasn't so frivolous.
Yeah, I think the guns are kind of an investment, right? You can always sell them.
Yeah, I guess.
You can't take the money with you, Gabe. So,
so the thing with the guns and selling them is I do at times sell my guns if I do want to upgrade, or I'll sell one gun that's the price of two guns. So sometimes I do that, but at this point, the only guns that I have left that I would sell are my registered SBRs. And those are a little bit more difficult to sell because whoever buys them has to have a tax stamp. And you have to go through a different process through the government to obtain those.
All right. So spending is your the thing that annoys you about yourself?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very good. Aaron from Blue Point, great question. Keep emailing us. Okay, guys, we got one more. I think you guys know who that's from.
Hi, Barb.
Bob.
And that's Barbara from Mastic.
Hi, Barb.
Before I read this question, though, we all want to We all join in on this. I speak for everyone when I say happy 36th anniversary to Barbara and her
Ain't no party like a Diddy party, so
Yeah, that's what's up.
and her wonderful husband Frank.
Yeah, 36 years. God bless.
36th anniversary.
Good for you.
Mike D discovered that and wanted to pass that on. And happy 36th anniversary.
Happy anniversary,
Oh,
Barbara.
that's wild.
To Barbara Fantastic and her husband Frank. That is an amazing, amazing achievement. And I truly hope you cooked him something really, really, really good that he likes. And that was after you got done cleaning the house. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just
Oh,
kidding.
you gotta give him that hot and spit on that thing.
36 years.
Yeah, 36 years, right? I mean,
Hey, Frank, come on.
no,
What's
happy
your
anniversary. That's a beautiful thing, to stand each other for 36 years is amazing. Anyway, Barbara from Mastic says, it's been reported, this is very wordy, Barbara from Mastic, so you know. It's been reported that millennials, Joey's just looking at it for the first time right now. It's been reported that millennials get their news from TikTok and other social media. Where do we get our news, and are you confident in the veracity of the reporting? Mike, you might look that word up.
Yeah.
Do you feel the info is biased depending on the source, or do you feel it's impartial? Whew. Man, I'm breaking a sweat just fucking reading that. The show writes itself. All right. So yes, I agree. My kids, you know what I mean? My son he's come up to me numerous times. Did you hear this? Did you anything with sports or anything like major, he's getting on TikTok. Absolutely. For sure. He's coming to me and sometimes he breaks the news to me. That's not so much me. I used to, I know, I'm going to get made fun of for this, but I used to read the newspaper. I subscribed to Newsday and I would read it online every day. And that's kind of like how I got the news. I have since canceled my membership, my prescription, subscription.
You need a prescription though.
And
Adrian.
and I read a lot. I get it from different outlets on my phone for the most part.
Do you still? Did you used to? Never mind.
What?
Do you still fax shit or no?
Dude, fax. I fucking. Dude, you haven't got my messages from that pigeon? You haven't got a fucking pigeon landed in your yard? No, wait, hold on. Nobody reads the newspaper anymore?
The actual newspaper?
Yeah, I'm saying, but
No.
even you don't read any kind of news online?
Online, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So if I'm reading the newspaper online, that's not the same thing?
No, it is.
Well, it's not a
It is.
newspaper because it's not
Huh?
a paper.
Well, I'm saying, but like Newsday is the news around here on Long Island. That's like the local news.
paper.
Yeah. And so I don't pick up the paper, but I would read Newsday online.
But you subscribed and paid for it.
I
Yeah,
did.
that's crazy.
I did.
And
No,
prescribed
nobody, you guys don't subscribe to any news.
No,
site?
I got
It's all
Apple News.
bro.
Yeah.
Apple News is the best.
Well,
I love it.
I've since canceled, but I'm just saying. And then, I guess TV. Oh, you know what I have been watching? So this, cause she brought up, do you feel the info is biased depending on the source, or do you feel it's impartial? One news source that I found on cable since I've gotten DirecTV is News Nation. You guys ever watch that at all?
Yep.
Yeah.
I think it's
I
very,
like it a lot.
I think it's very impartial. Would you agree, Gabe?
Yep. Absolutely.
And I've really been, I would go to that a little bit here and there, but I've really been focusing on that. I think they do a great job. That's where
Newsmax is another one.
Oh, okay. That's where you brought up Chris Cuomo a couple weeks ago.
Oh, yeah.
He's on that channel. You know what I mean? I mean, whatever.
So believe it or not, Al Jazeera is another non-biased news organization. Believe it or not.
Okay, I've heard of that, but I've never looked into that.
Al Jazeera is in the Middle East, but they do have an American feed. It's pretty interesting. They're taking a lot of stuff. Sky News is another one. It's Europe based and Australian based.
Okay, so all right, Mike, what about you?
TikTok with these millennials is 100%. They all get their information from there. Is it 100% accurate all the time? No, I don't think it is.
Yeah, but if you, not to interrupt you, but if you follow a news outlet on TikTok,
okay, then you're getting
breaking news before the news. You know what I mean? If you follow Fox News or CNN or any of the major.
Well, so that's part B of the question. Like, CNN and Fox, they are biased. You put them on who's right, who's left. You could tell, 5 minutes into it, So, I mean, I honestly, I watch them both and I absorb and I go back and forth, and
I think news breaks first, and it's been like this for a while. I still call it Twitter. I feel like Twitter, X, everything is on there first.
Yeah.
It's amazing, honestly. There's shit going down live and they're reporting on it on X. Yeah, and then 15 minutes later it's on a broadcast somewhere. But
so that's where you reach out for your news on X most of the time.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
Sports and everything else.
I'm the same way. I'll give you an example of that. On Saturday, or was it Sunday? There was a big explosion at a biolab in Georgia.
Yeah, I saw it.
And it was all over independent X feeds from people just driving by, like, hey, something's going on at the biolab.
Exactly.
There's orange plumes coming out. It looks toxic, that sort of thing. So that broke before the news any news outlet in Georgia had it on. So that's just one example of X getting news out there. I don't want to say accurate news because
I saw on X like 3 months ago that the kid came out the house and saw the alien by the shed, in Texas. So some shit is real, some shit is not.
I think news outlets actually look at Twitter and X, and they react from that too.
They get their news from it.
Yeah, like if they see an explosion happens, they're seeing it on there.
It's first. It's a lead for them to say we need to look at this. But yeah, I definitely think a lot of news organizations do have a strong bias. NBC, ABC, CNN obviously have a strong left-leaning bias. Fox has a strong leaning right bias. But to be honest with you, a lot of these independent writers on X are very, very down the middle with their opinions. Matt Taibbi, one of them. Matt Walsh, another one. There's a lot of vloggers that are also very right down the middle. And they'll give positives and negatives for both sides. So X for me is a big deal.
It's crazy how we have to talk about news like that, though, right? When we were kids, it was like 2, 4, 5, 7. You put on the channel, news at 6 or 11. You took it for what it was. Now, this day and age, different stories left and right. It's insane. It's insane.
Yeah.
Well, that's what happens when you have someone, donating to organizations. Back in the day, it was just, here's the news, formulate your own opinion based on that. Now it's very much slanted and it's opinion based. It's no longer news. It's just opinion based stuff.
So you're saying, like Joey, you get your news from Twitter?
Yep.
X, whatever the hell it's called.
Yep.
Okay. Joey, you have breaking news right now?
Yeah. Karl Anthony Towns, there's a third team involved, and that trade is not finalized yet.
Is it Charlotte?
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard they were involved to begin with. Yeah.
Oh. I just got the alert.
What, more pieces?
More pieces, and it just said this trade's still not finalized.
Wow. So more pieces going to who?
I don't know. So it was just a headline.
When I heard it originally, I did think that was funny because they mentioned Charlotte, but they didn't say what pieces they were getting or anything like that. But they needed them to be part of this trade for some reason. Maybe it was to acquire the pick from Detroit. Maybe. How did the Knicks get that? And that's a good pick, right? Because Detroit sucked.
Detroit sucks.
Yeah.
Knicks have stockpiled a bunch of number 1 picks. So I don't know.
By the way, I had the notification out, and Adrian touched my phone, and it's nowhere to be found right now.
Oh boy, him and technology don't get along,
Stop whining.
I think it was the way you handed it to me. I think I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, all right. So to be continued on that, and another great question from Barbara from Mastic. And Barbara from Mastic, happy anniversary!
Happy anniversary!
Happy anniversary!
I hope you guys have a great time and to many, many more years.
Great time.
Oh, you gotta give him that huck.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay.
That's 42.
Yeah. Episode
Mariano.
42, guys.
Mariano Rivera episode.
Yeah.
Nice.
Jackie Robinson.
Yeah.
You guys got anything else?
That's it.
No.
No? All right. Cool. All right, guys. Thanks for listening, and we'll be back next week.
Yeah, we might have a friend of the show on with us next week, so stay tuned.
All right, cool.
Make sure you listen next week.
All right.
All right. Get home safe.
Joey's going to make it happen. All right.
Peace.
Have a good night.